What's up? Something that that just happened to me this morning. I was detained at a warehouse for almost 8 hours. Um, and I have a lot of patience. Never did get hateful with anybody. I dealt with everything as professionally as I possibly could. Because I try to have patience because I'm out here in my when I'm backed up at a door to get unloaded. Only thing I see is the inside of my truck and whatever's outside of my windshield. I have no clue what's going on the other side of the wall. And what I've done after I got tired of waiting, I walked inside, and all I was doing was looking for some insight on what was going on. And the woman that claimed to be the shift supervisor exploded on me. And yeah, I got upset. I didn't I didn't yell. I didn't yell back. I didn't stoop to her level. I just let her unload, and then I walked away. Um, After I've waited, actually, it was 7 hours and 53 minutes is how long I was there, or how long I was on the door for. So, um, when I got my paperwork, the guy came out to my truck, knocked on the side of the truck to give me my paperwork, and he was apologetic. He said, "Oh, sorry about that. We're short on staff." And I said, "Yeah, and you have my undying sympathy to have to work for that bitch." He said, "Yeah, she's been here for 4 years and she can't get anything right." I asked, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, to go ahead and put it to you this way, I was in and out of your truck over 100 times tonight." I said, "Really, what was going on?" He said, "I would start, she would come out and yell at me and pitch a fit and move me to work on something else. Get started on that. She'd come and yell and put me somewhere else." I said, "Okay, so that's what's wrong." And I told him that actually sounds like someone who is new, who is in over their head, who is new, that just took on a supervisor position. He said, "No, she's had that position for 4 years." Okay, so I guess now that I told that story, to share my thoughts, because I've held supervisor and management positions in past jobs, and to point out a lot of the problems that I see among supervisors and managers. Um, when you take on a position like that, now a lot of people are going to feel like they're in over their head. when they first start out in those positions, because, and learning it, and before you have experience with it, it's going to be stressful. Because I mean, when you get a lot thrown at you, you have to deal with it, and you have to delegate everything out to deal with it the best way possible. A lot of it I can relate to, and there are ways of doing it, of taking care of everything, so that your production doesn't go down. And then also, one thing, first and foremost, when you take on a position in your job like that, don't ever get on some type of high horse and be doing the I'm the boss, you have to do what I say kind of crap, because everyone's going to lose respect of you. But I mean, seriously, how can you respect someone who thinks they're king shit? And it's important that the staff respects you. It is important. And that, not to get that confused with the staff liking you. Because no, the staff doesn't have to like you. But it is important that they respect you, because if you are a shitty boss, that staff is going to screw up the production to where you get in trouble for it. They will do it on purpose to get you out of that position if they don't have the respect for you. Now, if they don't like you, it ain't that big of a deal if they don't like you. Man, I don't like second shift because that person on second shift's a bitch. No, they're still going to keep their job and have hopes of transferring to a different shift. But now, if they don't have respect for you, they'll either quit or screw everything up where you're going to get fired. And then also, take the time to take care of your guys. And with that though, and that's not to be confused with being buddies with them. No, you don't need to be buddies with them, but take time to take care of them. Get some insight on what's going on with them in their job. And in some cases, yeah, maybe stuff that's going on at home that could affect their work, if that's the case. But get some insight. What would make their job more pleasant? Or what do they need in their job? Or how long have they held that same position and that same pay? Get some insight on them. Take the time to take care of your guys. And I know a lot of places where people are quitting left and right. Some things to think about. A lot of people's instinct is to reevaluate what's being delegated out to everyone, or reevaluate the pay of everyone compared to the competition or whatever. No. Take care of them. Take the time to take care of them. Don't reevaluate bullshit. Work with everyone one-on-one. Hold a meeting. Go around the room and get some insight from everybody. I enjoy this job because, or I'm likely to quit my job because. Go around the room. Get some insight from them. What would make their job more, well, not necessarily make their job more pleasant, but what would make them more likely to continue their employment in their job? Because, I mean, a lot of people's first instinct is to pay, when the reality of it is I don't care how much they pay me. This is bullshit. This task is bullshit, or being assigned to this machine is bullshit. Find out what's going through their mind. What's wrong in their job? What do they need? Because to tell you, if you got people quitting left and right, and you don't take the time to take care of them, people are going to continue to quit, and eventually you ain't going to have the ability to take the time. And then one of the biggest things where I see supervisors and managers go wrong, it isn't the people, the supervisors and managers themselves. A lot of it is policies. And I absolutely disagree with the bullshit of you don't help them, you don't work with them. That kind of goes back to my thing I was talking about, being on some type of high horse. Here's the truth about it. Work with your guys. Work with them. Because here's one thing: if you're a supervisor or a manager, the staff does not work for you; they work with you. And someone who works with them on the line, not just like and respect, but if it ever comes to it where a specific line needs help immediately, there you go. You can take care of it. One thing though, the difference between a shitty boss and a good boss that comes out to the line, a good boss, does their manager stuff. After they take care of all their manager shit, then they go on the line and work with everyone else. And yeah, for certain staff members, it can be frustrating on certain staff members who's not used to doing things the right way. It's frustrating whenever you got someone standing next to you and enforcing you to do things according to procedure. And yeah, that is understandable, but I mean, as long as you can adapt to doing things the right way, it shouldn't be an issue. But then also, but that is a good boss, someone who is proficient and that can work with you on the line proficiently. Now, a shitty boss is not used to it. Only comes out to the line about 10 minutes a week. Now, I'm gonna go out and help for a little bit to look like I give a damn. For the ones that finally do come to the line but don't spend a lot of time on it, they're doing a lot more harm on that line than any good, because if you're not adapted to it, you're going to be stalling production because you're not used to the pace. You're going to be slower at it. And that's the reason why I say a good boss is proficient and does it more often, works on the line more often, while the shitty one is just making it look like he cares and interferes with the production. Because let me ask you this: for the bosses that do spend time on the line with everyone else or out in the dirt, for those of you who do that, let me ask you this: when you walk away from that line, Does the staff appreciate the help? Or does the staff complain that you come out because I have to wear the safety glasses when he's out here? Nothing wrong with that. Or does the staff complain about having to pick up behind you because you don't know how to do the shit? And that's the shitty boss. About the only two things that the staff that for you when you walk away from the staff from the line that comes back to you is they're grateful and appreciate it, or I wish you would go away because I hate having to wear my safety glasses, or I hate having to wear my hard hat. You're a good boss if those are the two things that come back to you. Now, reconsider your job when it comes back to you. I hate it because, yeah, I ain't gonna have the numbers that I normally have. I ain't getting out as many pallets as I normally do because of his dumbass coming out here to stand at my line. Or I gotta open up all these cases back up and do them all right because of his dumbass. So, yeah. So those are the things that I'm wanting to point out is if you hold a management or supervisor position, what your workplace really needs. For one, someone to take time to take care of the staff. And someone be an upstanding manager that the staff respects, and also someone that works with the staff. And I get it, there's shit in the office that you got to work on, and there's walkarounds that you have to do to make sure the production's good. But whenever you're not doing that, instead of just standing and watching everyone else, work with them so you can maintain being proficient at the working the lines or digging the holes or whatever the job is. Or yeah, even food service places making sandwiches. Because I mean, seriously, how many people order a burger from Burger King and it's busy to the point where the manager has to come out of the office, and whenever he or she does, they're building the sandwiches, but all of a sudden everything is going out so much slower at that point. The wait times are a lot longer after that manager started working the line. So yeah, regardless of the job, if you hold a supervisor position, do the job with the people. After you do all your manager bullshit, work with your guys. And that's about all I'm going to say on that. So, until next time, be safe out there, and don't drink the fish tank cleaner. Thanks.